rolling mountains west of Interstate 5 and north of Escondido have captured the attention of a developer who wants to bring thousands of homes to that rural area. But the Merriam Mountain development is finding some major resistance in the backcountry. KPBS reporter Alison St John is covering this story. So, Alison, briefly describe the development plans for Merriam Mountain.
It's an enormous master-planned community, Gloria, up 15 north of Escondido. If you ever drive north up 15, you can see Lawrence Welk on the right, and this would be in that very hilly, mountainous region to the left. It would put 2,600, a bit more than that, new homes in those hills. It's on 2,000 acres, and it has set aside about more than 1,000 of those acres for open space. It would include dozens of parks, a new fire station. It would widen Deer Springs Road to 4 lanes. It would not have any schools. But it is the product of, more than 5 years of planning.
Well, San Diego's population is expected to grow, so why the opposition?
So the thing about this project that's interesting, Gloria, I think, is that there are a lot of big decisions being made at the moment about where new growth and density is going to happen in the unincorporated areas of our backcountry. And this one here originates from a developer's decision to buy up more than 50 private lots, invest a lot of money in doing all this planning, contribute to Bill Horn's campaigns. That's the county supervisor in whose district it is, District 5. And at the same time, this is running parallel to another process, which you and I talked about just a couple of weeks ago on San Diego Week, the county's general plan update. Right. Now, that process is really asking the people, it's going through a very long and democratic process with community meetings and local planning groups involved to come up with an overall general plan as to where the growth should go. And one of the underlying problems with this particular project is that it is a major exception to that plan. The current general plan suggests 300 houses in that spot as opposed to 2,600, and the new update would suggest fewer than 100. So there's an internal contradiction.
And there's lots of interest in that. Many people showed up at the county supervisors hearing this week. In the end, the supervisors were split. 2 voted for, 2 voted against it, and 1 was not there. So, why this split?
How did it break down?
Yeah.
Well, Bill Horn, in whose district it is, obviously is the main supporter of it, and he got support from Greg Cox, who pointed out that when you're looking at development in the backcountry, water is an issue, and this particular site is within the County Water Authority boundary, so that's a plus. It is on Interstate 15, so that's a plus if you wanted to keep it on transit lines. The people who opposed it were Supervisor Diane Jacob and Pam Slater-Price, who were very concerned about the fact that there is no evacuation plan as yet, that there is a water issue in the whole backcountry. There are people being asked to stop watering their fruit trees. Is it appropriate to start putting 2,000 more homes in that spot?
Will Ron Roberts, who is that 5th supervisor and who is up for election this year, will he be the deciding vote? Will it come back to the Board of Supervisors again so he can vote?
That's what it looks like. He was away in Sacramento on other business on the date of the vote. So now it's up to him. He has 30 days to decide whether he wants to put this back on the agenda. Someone else could, but basically it's up to Ron Roberts to say he would like to reconsider it and add his voice.
In a word, any idea where he's going to go on this?
I've talked to a lot of different people. No one is prepared to say that they feel confident. So I actually would rather not speculate. I think it's rather an exciting unknown at this point as to which way the vote will eventually go.
Well, thank you for coming, Alison St John.